The CSGO skin scene has been a bit dry recently, but the thing is, investing during boring times when no one thinks anything major is going to happen usually tends to be the most profitable times to get in at least. So in today's video, we're going to talk about why I think operation investing skins are an option that's been slightly overlooked recently and that some people are losing hope in. So let's take a deep dive into it. But as always, just before we do, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and check out my sponsor for this video, Skinport. Skinport has 180,000 plus skins on their site, so you can find anything you want, and those skins are usually around 20 to 30% off Steam market price. Looking to get some operation skins on the cheap? Desert Eagle Emerald Jormunganders are only $184 on Skinport compared to nearly $250 on the Steam market, around 25% off. And of course, there's no hidden fees or anything like that when you buy. It's always the number on your screen, whether for buying or selling. And if you are looking to sell skins for real money, they only have a 12% selling fee for items under $1,000, and that drops down to a 6% selling fee on items over $1,000. And finally, of course, they are a completely safe and trustworthy site with a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot, so be sure to sign up with that link in the description today. Helps me out a lot and helps you save a ton of money. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, let's explore the option of Valve potentially reusing old operation skins. Is it on the table, and what's the benefits and drawbacks of it from Valve's perspective? Well, let's lay it out. If Valve adds, let's just say, the 3 Broken Fang collections back, it's first of all going to completely kill off all of the skin prices of Broken Fang. It's already in operation with a really high supply and sought after items, like the Op Fade has over 9,000 of them in existence. Well, if we look at the supply of Gungnir's from Shattered Web, it's absolutely nowhere near that, just over 1/3. Maybe you could argue that they'll look into adding some of the older collections back, but it really wouldn't make sense. Why would players spend as much money on stars or even buy the pass if Valve introduced old skins and older stuff? That would end up being extremely cheap in price because they already existed and had a ton in supply. Personally, I don't see a world where this happens. It's not like Valve don't have tens of thousands of skins for disposal on the workshop, so it's not like they have any reason to reuse the skins either. It's definitely not going to make them more money than adding 3 new collections would, so it doesn't really seem like an option to me. They wouldn't do something that loses them a ton of money, number one, and number two, obviously would destroy the market. Like, that's no secret at all. Next up, I want to talk about why I think these operation skins are being overlooked and why I think they're better than something like cases and stickers for the time being. With the major coming around in just a bit over a month now, people are fearful that it will take a huge hit on investments, and this is typically sort of true with stickers, but if we look at the Cloud9 Boston 2018 sticker and how it was affected by the Katowice 2019 major that went on from February 13th to March 3rd, we saw that it had an increase a few weeks before the major started as hype was being built up, which always happens for old stickers when a new major comes, but then we saw a dip when the new stickers got released and when they went on sale March 3rd. But with the initial hype and price that rose up before the major started, it really didn't turn out to be anything to worry about, and that's with stickers. When we're talking about operation skins that are not necessarily being number one bought in bulk like stickers as investments, and number two with a rumored operation that's set to begin sometimes towards the end of the year, I don't think it would make any sense for operation skin owners / investors to sell their skins during this time, and if they do, I think they'll be bought up very quickly and not in a fashion where they're going to struggle to reach the price point they were at. But at the same time, how many people are going to be selling like $250 Emerald Jormunganders on the market? How many people are going to be selling these $30 to like $100 to $300 operation skins? It just doesn't really make it to exchange that money for, I guess, stickers from the new major or investments from the new major. It's a bit of a strange loss, and I don't think we're going to see a lot of people doing it, especially with the new operation hopefully coming just a few months after that, if even that. So I don't think it's going to be really as big of an issue as people think it's going to be. In fact, I think players returning to the game for the operation is going to be a great thing for operation skins. Tie that in with all the investors nowadays and we should see some pretty solid profit, and then tie that in with potential hype for the new operation after the major, and then the release of the new operation hopefully alongside with that, and we should see these operation skins skyrocket in my eyes. I mean, it looks like with all the players leaving during the summer months and the player count starting to stagnate that these operation skins have completely flattened out for now, and why wouldn't they? There's not more coming into supply, there's not really a ton of people fearing that they will be reused, so investors don't really have a reason to dump them anymore. If they've held on this long, it wouldn't really make sense if you're a long-term investor. And once again, we're getting close to a key period where these skins could be set to explode in price, with players seeing that they aren't going to be reused in the next operation, very likely. So in my eyes, now is as good as a time as ever to buy in, especially at these low prices with so many Operation Broken Fang players leaving CS for the time being and dumping their skins out for others to buy at a huge discount. I mean, hundreds of thousands of more people were playing CS during Operation Broken Fang, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that this is happening. But still, these players that have stuck around and held onto these skins should definitely reap the rewards from all the players that got impatient and sold them or just left the game for the time being as there's no new content. So overall, I think worrying about the major affecting operation skins isn't really something to look into too much, and that the chance of Valve reusing old collections is zero in my eyes, but it's Valve, so of course I've got to say that always anything is possible, but that's just all my own opinion on operation skins. As I've been saying for the past however many months now since late Operation Broken Fang, they're still at the top of my list and I don't see that changing anytime soon. But the major stickers, depending on how Valve does them and at least put them in game and how you're going to be able to buy them, could be a pretty solid option to invest in as well. Hopefully no more RMR shenanigans where we're going to see them on sale for weeks upon weeks, but now that this is a normal major, I don't think we are. So hopefully that should be safe as well. But as I always have to say, this is once again just my own opinion, doesn't mean anything is guaranteed profit. It is an investment, so there is always risk. So invest at your own risk, and as I always recommend, just be patient as that is the smartest thing you can do. But besides all that, I think that does wrap it up for this video, so as always, if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and feel free to check out some other videos, and of course, check out the homies over at Skinport as well to start saving money investing, specifically in these operation videos and really with anything else, or just, open cases for cheaper. You really got a lot of options. But for now, that wraps it up, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.